Alright folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, back with the NASCAR DURALAST Cup Series. Here it is folks, the ChevyRacingMedia 400 under the lights at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Race 13 out of 14 guys. This is the semi-finale for Season 2 of the NASCAR DURALAST Cup Series. Brad Keselowski's on pole, and before we get the cars off pit road, let's go ahead and get our New York Sports Show Road to the Championship.
Thanks, Garrett. Hello, folks. We are at Charlotte, a historic track for an historic Battle of the Championship, second to last race of the DURALAST Cup Series, and I gotta say, this is gonna be interesting. Two Hendrick Motorsport teammates, Alex Bowman and William Byron, battling it out for the championship. Byron, who actually won here last year, he could do something, but here's the thing. If Alex Bowman finishes 6th or better, and William Byron does not place a top 10 finish, folks, Alex Bowman of Hendrick Motorsports will win the championship. I don't think anyone would have expected 5 years ago Alex Bowman to be driving for one of the top teams in NASCAR, nevertheless going for a championship in NASCAR. This is wild. Anything could happen at Charlotte, as it just does a number on the cars.
Alrighty folks, here we go. First car to go tonight is Brad Keselowski in the Miller Lite Ford Mustang. Yeah, Brad Keselowski's on pole tonight. If you're unfamiliar with the NASCAR DURALAST Cup Series rules, this is how it works, folks. So each car gets one push around the track. Wherever the car stops, they'll come off the track, and that'll be their placement. Should one car come off the track and make any contact, that'll be a multi-car accident. Any contact counts as a DNF. Let's get it going, guys. Here is Brad Keselowski in the Miller Lite Ford Mustang. And Brad Keselowski down the back straightaway. Here is Ryan Newman in the Windham Awards Ford Mustang. Holy cow, Ryan Newman takes the lead. Here is Denny Hamlin. He's already eliminated from championship contention, but can he win in Season 2? Oh, he bobbled down the back straightaway, but he'll get around Brad Keselowski. Here is Kurt Busch in the Gear Wrench Chevrolet Camaro. Kurt Busch with a decent lap, but not enough for a top 3 spot. Here is Chase Elliott in the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro. Pretty good lap for Elliott. He'll get up to 3rd. Here is Joey Logano in the Pennzoil Ford Mustang. Joey Logano gets into the top 5. Here is Jimmy Johnson in the Ally Chevrolet Camaro. Jimmy Johnson gets around Kurt Busch. Here is Kyle Busch in the Snickers Almond Toyota Camry. Kyle Busch gets around Logano. Here's Chase Briscoe in the Cessna McDonald Chevrolet Camaro. Huge run into the top 3. He gets around Chase Elliott. Here is David Reagan in the Select Blinds Ford Mustang. Up to 2nd place. Here's Eric Jones in the Stanley Toyota Camry. Eric Jones gets around Joey Logano. Now remember folks, top 10 are the only cats who get points, and speaking of which, there is a championship clinching scenario. If Alex Bowman gets a top 5 and William Byron does not get into the top 10, which only top 10 gets points, Alex Bowman can win the championship tonight. Here is William Byron. Can he win at Charlotte? Again, he won in Season 1. Let's go. Ooh, big bobble there, but he's going to be in the top 10, guys, keeping that championship hopes alive. Here is Harrison Burton in the Credit One Bank Chevrolet Camaro. Solid run for the 42 car. Here's Kevin Harvick in the Busch Ford Mustang. Ooh, big bobble down the back straightaway. He'll go into the top 5. Here's Eric Almirola in the Smithfield Ford Mustang. Good run for Almirola. Well, he'll get around Chase Briscoe. Here is Ryan Blaney in the PPG Ford Mustang. Not a good run for Ryan Blaney, but guess what? William Byron is now bumped out of the top 10. Championship can be clinched tonight. Alex Bowman did wreck in practice. He'll be starting 37th tonight. But if he gets the top 5, he will win the Duralast Cup Championship. Here is Austin Dillon, last race winner at Bristol Motor Speedway. Wow! Up to second place for Austin Dillon. Here's Mark Truex Jr. in the Sirius XM Toyota Camry. Truex up to second place. Holy cow, man. The championship is completely turned upside down. Contenders David Reagan, Austin Dillon, and Ryan Newman are all in the top 4. William Byron's outside the top 10, and Alex Bowman crashed in practice. I mean, anything could happen tonight. It's going to be a barn burner at Homestead. Here is Ryan PreRace and the number 47 Kroger Chevrolet Camaro. And a pretty boring run for him. He's going to get around Eric Jones. Making his NASCAR Duralast Cup Series debut, it's Chad Fincham, the 49, Garrison Holmes, Toyota Camry. And respectable run, he'll get around Eric Jones. Not bad for your first attempt. Now here is Daniel Suarez in the 41 car. Only got 2 races left in this car, guys. He'll be getting the boot for season 3, of course, with Cole Custer coming on board. Let's see what this cat can do. And gets himself in the top 10. The last time we went to a 1.5 mile track, it was Daniel Hemrick going to victory lane. Well, can he do what he did at Texas tonight at Charlotte? Here is Daniel Hemrick in the Caterpillar Chevrolet Camaro. Ooh, he bobbled there. He's going to get around William Byron, who is fading fast. Here's Clint Boyer of the Toco Ford Mustang. Wow, bobbled down the back straightaway again, but he's going to get around Chase Elliott. So far, no DNFs tonight. Pretty clean racing here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Here's Paul Menard, the Motorcraft Quit Lane Ford Mustang. Yeah, just slow down the back straightaway, guys. Here's Ross Chastain in the Marquito Chevrolet Camaro for Buffet Racing South. A meh run for the small single-car team. Who knows, maybe he'll have 2 cars coming up in the Season 3. Here is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the Fast and All Ford Mustang. Huge run for Stenhouse into the top 4. Well, folks, we got just over 10 cars left tonight. Here is Bubba Walsh Jr. in the Plan B Cell Chevrolet Camaro. A little bit of some fishtailing. He'll get around Chase Elliott. Here is Matt DiBenedetto in the Procore Toyota Camry. A mediocre run for the 95. He gets around Art Polson or Brad Keselowski. Had a good run at Bristol. Terrible run tonight at Charlotte. Here is Corey LaJoie in the Old Spice Ford Mustang. Run. William Byron most likely won't even finish inside the top 20, folks. And remember, William Byron won this race in Season 1, so this is taking the championship and just completely turning it upside down. Here is BJ McLeod for Rick Ware Racing. Excellent run for the small team. He's going to get around Bubba Walsh Jr. Here is Ryan Truex in the Pizza Hut Camaro. And gets around Chase Elliott, who is fading fast as well. And folks, I think this is the biggest Duralast Cup field we ever had. We had, 37 cars at Bristol? 38 entries tonight for Charlotte. Crazy how fast this series has grown. Here's Garrett Smithley in the number 51 Rick Ware Racing Chevrolet Camaro. Hey, another good run for Rick Ware Racing. Well, folks, 6 cars left to go. Ryan Newman's out front to keep his championship hopes alive. Alex Bowman cannot finish in the top 10. He's going to need to win tonight's race. He is sitting in a perfect position to do so. But Alex Bowman is coming up at 37th place. We've got 6 cars left to go. Here is Ty Dillon of the Geico Chevrolet Camaro. Barely going to get around BJ McLeod. Here is Reed Sorensen in the number 77 for Spire Motorsports. Wow! Reed Sorensen is in the top 5! Wow! Can you believe it, folks? Reed Sorensen is in 5th place. That car sucked at Bristol, and that thing is in top 5. That is, oh my god, I'm shocked. Here's JJ Yaley for Rick Ware Racing, the number 54 Ford Mustang. Well, that wasn't that good of a run. He's going to get around Ross Chastain. Well, folks, can you believe it? Reed Sorensen's in 5th place, Ryan Newman's leading, and William Byron ain't even in the top 20. Wow, what a crazy night at Charlotte, and believe it or not, we have no DNFs, surprisingly. What a crazy race at Charlotte tonight. Here is Dominic Konarewski, the New York Sports Show Chevrolet Camaro. Let's see what this cat can do. Wow! Huge impact for the 57 car. Gonna come off turn 4, take out Reed Sorensen and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. I guess I jinxed the 77 car. Wow, Dominic Konarewski, a scary accident off turn 4. Holy cow. Tough luck for the 57 car. It's one of the fastest cars in Duralast Cup Series racing, believe it or not. Heartbreak for Reed Sorensen. Here we go. This is for possibly the championship. If Alex Bowman finishes inside the top 5, he's guaranteed to win the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series championship. He will clinch it tonight if he gets in the top 5. Here is Alex Bowman in the Axalta Chevrolet Camaro. Here we go, folks. Wow! Tough run for Alex Bowman outside the top 10. The championship's going to be crazy at Homestead. I mean, we might have 3 or 4 different drivers who could win the championship now. Alex Bowman is going to pass J.J. Yaley. And we got 1 car to go. Ryan Newman can get his 3rd NASCAR Duralast Cup Series win of the season. Well, here we go, folks. It is down to Danica Patrick and Ryan Newman for the Chevy Racing Media 400. Before we go with the final push here, I just want to say thank you to Chevy Racing Media coming on board for some good old Charlotte night racing, sponsoring the events. He's been a very good promoter to the event. I appreciate it greatly. Here we go, folks. The semi-finale to Season 2. Next race is going to be May 24th. Homestead, Miami Speedway, OneDay Turnaround 400. Here we go. Danica Patrick or Ryan Newman? Who's going to win this race? And she's going to wreck out. I don't think she clipped any of the cards. It was close to the 39. I'm going to say no. Checkered flags in the air. Ryan Newman has won the Chevy Racing Media 400 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The championship picture is bonkers now. Alrighty, folks, it is in the books. Ryan Newman gets his 3rd NASCAR Duralast Cup Series win of the year. He won Daytona, the Daytona 500, the biggest one of the year. He's won at Auto Club. Now he's got his 3rd NASCAR Duralast Cup Series win. I thought he was out of it. He's had some bad luck. Guess what? He is literally a handful of spots away from winning the Duralast Cup Series championship. That's a big one. Martin Truex Jr. returns to the top 3 in the Sirius XM car. I tell you what, that is a super fast race car. He has won Las Vegas and Chicagoland with that. That's a very good race car. And last race winner, Austin Dillon returns to the top 3 in the same race car. That Bristol winning car, I tell you what, is fantastic. That car, well, it's netted him over 15 points. A win last race, and now a top 3 finish. Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman stay alive, and guess what? David Reagan stays alive in the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series championship hopes. He could very well win the championship at Homestead. It is possible. Unbelievable stuff here, folks. And Denny Hamlin gets a top 5. Sure, he's eliminated from championship contention, just like Martin Truex Jr., but a solid run for the FedEx Toyota Camry. And coming in 6th place, Harrison Burton in his 3rd NASCAR Duralast Cup Series start. A very impressive top 10 finish. And Kevin Harvick, of course, he's eliminated from championship contention, comes home 7th. Remember, folks, 1st place gets 10 points, and in 10th place will get 1 point. So 9, 8, 7, etc. And coming home 8th, it's going to be Eric Almirola, Stewart-Haas Racing, the Mustangs. Bad fast tonight at Charlotte. I tell you what, it was a Chevrolet-sponsored event, but I tell you what, the Ford Mustangs prevailed. Here's another Stewart-Haas car. Daniel Suarez is going to get in the top 10, and unfortunately, Clint Boyer, he came home 11th, so he just one spot shy of a top 10 finish with his other 3 Stewart-Haas teammates. It's going to be Chase Briscoe, the 2nd Ganassi car in the top 10, so amazing racing tonight. Actually, very clean, they kept the fenders on it until the last bit of the race. But I tell you folks, only 4 cars wrecked out. I thought it was some pretty darn good racing. The shocker tonight, Alex Bowman finishes outside the top 15. William Byron, he's out in the boondocks. He's going to finish outside the top 25. So, I mean, the championship was locked up, signed, sealed, and delivered for Hendrick Motorsports. That's out the window. Roush Racing, Front Row Motorsports, Richard Childress Racing. They all 3 have opportunities to steal this championship from, of course, Hendrick Motorsports. I want to say thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. Huge shout out to Chevy Racing Media coming on board sponsoring tonight's NASCAR Duralast Cup Series event. And of course, big shout out to the New York Sports Show coming on for the pre-race festivities. Well, thank you all so much for watching the season finale of Season 2. It's going to be May 24th at Homestead Miami Speedway. Chase Elliott won that race in Season 1, and that's when we crowned Denny Hamlin as our Season 1 champion. Well, guess what, folks? He's no longer in contention, and we got 5 drivers eligible, realistically eligible, to win the Duralast Cup. Anyone can win this championship, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to tune in May 24th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series season finale, the one-day turnaround 400 from Homestead Miami Speedway. And for the voice of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series, I'm Garrett Hodge. Have a great one, folks. This has been a presentation of the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series on Diecastbuffet.